The story begins in a futuristic Earth school, a place unlike any other, where humans and aliens study side by side. The atmosphere is filled with strange, glowing devices and sleek technology, making it clear that this school is no ordinary learning institution. In this school, aliens of different species sit beside humans in classrooms, sharing knowledge from across the universe. Among these humans is Alex, a normal student with no special abilities. Unlike his alien classmates, Alex always feels like he's falling behind. His classmates aren't like him. Each one of them possesses some form of advanced power, abilities that humans can only dream of. Telekinesis, the ability to move objects with thought, energy manipulation, where one can control and shape raw power, and even AI-driven enhancements that grant them intelligence and speed far beyond what Alex could ever imagine. He watches them with a mixture of awe and frustration. What he wouldn't give to have just one of those powers. Each day, Alex goes to class, trying his best to fit in, but always feeling like he's at a disadvantage. He knows he's just a normal human with no extraordinary traits, and that knowledge weighs heavily on him. But despite that, Alex is determined to prove that he still belongs in this world full of high-tech wonders and alien superpowers. Then, one day, something unexpected happens. In the middle of class, Cora, an alien student with incredible telekinetic powers, challenges Alex. Cora has always been confident, often showing off her ability to lift and manipulate objects with nothing but a glance. She's used to being the center of attention, and today she decides to pick on Alex. The challenge is simple. She dares him to a telekinesis contest, knowing full well that he has no powers to defend himself. The class falls silent as the challenge is made. Alex is taken aback. He's never been one to back down from a challenge. But this is different. How can he possibly compete? He tries to laugh it off, but inside he feels humiliated. As Cora smirks, Alex's heart races with both embarrassment and fear. But Alex is no ordinary human. He might not know it yet, but something inside him stirs. A strange, unseen energy that's been dormant for as long as he can remember. As the challenge begins, Alex hesitates, unsure of what to do. He doesn't know how to fight back, and for a moment he feels completely powerless. Suddenly, without warning, the air around Alex crackles. A spark of energy surges through his body. His mind races as his body reacts without him thinking. Before he knows it, a powerful shockwave bursts out of him, sending Cora's telekinetic projectiles flying backward, smashing into the walls. The class gasps in shock, and for a split second, Alex is frozen in disbelief. What just happened? His heart pounds as he looks around, confused. His hands are still glowing with the same strange energy that just shattered Cora's attack. He can feel it now. This power, this energy, is real, and it's coming from deep within him. But the question remains, where did it come from? And more importantly, how can he control it? The class is in awe, and Cora stands there stunned, momentarily speechless. Alex looks at her, then at his glowing hands. He doesn't know what just happened, and he certainly doesn't know how to control it. In that moment, fear creeps in. He's terrified of what he's just done. This isn't like anything he's ever experienced before. How can he manage this power, especially when he's never known he had it? As the shock of the moment settles in, Alex begins to feel a mix of emotions, confusion, fear, and a strange thrill. He wants to understand what just happened, but he can't focus. He's too overwhelmed. The whispers from his classmates begin to grow louder, and Alex realizes that he's the center of attention. Some are impressed, some are frightened, but no one can explain what just happened. Suspense builds as Alex's hidden power continues to pulse inside him, slowly activating. He begins to sense its strength, but it's still out of his control. The feeling inside him is raw and untamed, like a beast waiting to be unleashed. Alex always thought he was just a normal human, living an average life in a world filled with impossible technology and advanced beings. But now, everything has changed. He feels like something far greater than himself is awakening. His life is no longer as simple as it seemed. There's power in him, and it's only a matter of time before he learns to harness it, or it consumes him. As he looks around at his alien classmates, a sense of unease settles in. Alex realizes that this power, whatever it is unlike anything anyone has ever seen. And now, with this revelation, He is no longer just a student. He is something more, something that could change everything. But the question still lingers. What is this power and what will he do with it? This is only the beginning, and the adventure that awaits Alex is more dangerous and mysterious than he ever could have imagined. After the unexpected outburst of his hidden abilities, Alex finds himself in a whirlwind of confusion and excitement. His powers, which he accidentally revealed in the classroom, are growing stronger by the day. What started as a random burst of energy is now becoming a natural part of him. His hands still glow with raw power, and he can feel an energy field surrounding him. It's like an invisible force that reacts to his thoughts and emotions, and he begins to realize that he might be able to control it, but only if he learns how. His newfound powers are soon put to the test when an alien faction attacks the school. These are not just any aliens, they are highly advanced, with technology that far surpasses anything Earth has ever known. The attack is sudden and brutal. The alien ships hover overhead, their weapons ready to fire, while on the ground, alien soldiers storm the campus, causing chaos. At first, Alex is paralyzed with fear. He's never been in a real battle, and he's still struggling to understand his powers. But then something clicks. The energy field around him pulses, almost as if it's reacting to the danger. Alex feels it surge through him, and for the first time, he begins to consciously control it. He raises his hand, and the energy responds, creating a shield around him and his group of friends. The alien soldiers are taken aback by the sudden resistance. They've never encountered a human with this kind of power. Alex's field is not just a barrier. It's a force that can repel their attacks. But his abilities don't stop there. As the battle intensifies, Alex discovers he can manipulate matter itself. With a single thought, he causes debris and rubble to rise and form barriers, even launching them at the attackers. As the battle rages on, Alex's power becomes the key to turning the tide. He's no longer just a student. He's the human leader in the fight for survival. The alien technology, which once seemed so powerful, is no match for the raw, untamed power that Alex now wields. His abilities evolve as he continues to experiment, and he starts to realize that what he has inside him is far more potent than anything the aliens can throw at him. But this moment of triumph also brings a deep realization for Alex. His powers are not just his own. They represent something much larger, something tied to humanity itself. The power inside him is a gift from his species, an untapped potential that could be humanity's key to survival in a universe dominated by advanced aliens. As Alex continues to defend his friends and school, he begins to form an emotional bond with them. They've been there for him, offering support and encouragement as he navigates this dangerous new world of powers and warfare. Even some of his alien classmates, who once looked down on him, are starting to see him in a new light. But Alex's struggle is far from over. He is still unsure about the true nature of his abilities, and with each new discovery, he's faced with even more questions. The more Alex learns about his powers, the more he realizes that he has only scratched the surface. He knows that he must become stronger, more focused, and more determined if he is to face the challenges ahead. As the battle reaches its peak, Alex finds himself at the center of the conflict, fighting not only for his school and friends, but for the future of humanity itself. In this crucial moment, Alex understands that his journey has just begun. He is no longer the weak, ordinary human student he once was. The power within him is awakening, and with it, a new sense of purpose, one that could change the fate of the entire galaxy. The alien faction, once shaken by Alex's newfound powers, now prepares to escalate their attack. They've seen what Alex is capable of, and instead of retreating, they've come up with a more dangerous plan. This time they come with their most advanced weapons, high-tech robots and AI-controlled artillery that can tear through anything in their path. The stakes have just been raised, and the battle is about to get even more intense. Alex can feel the growing pressure as the enemy approaches. His powers are no longer just a tool for defense. They've become the key to stopping this invasion. But the more he tries to control them, the more his mind is consumed by doubt. He begins to realize that the power within him isn't just some random gift. It's ancient, and it's tied to humanity's lost history. This power, which he once thought was a fluke, is connected to something much older, an energy force that was forgotten by time but is now awakening within him. The mystery of where it came from and why it's resurfacing now weighs heavily on Alex's shoulders. It's as if the universe itself has chosen him for something far greater than he could have ever imagined. As the battle rages on, Alex finds himself at a crossroads. The enemy's forces are closing in, and the robots are almost impossible to stop. But then something clicks. He taps into the ancient energy within him, and it's like he can feel the power of generations of humans coursing through his veins. This power is unstoppable, and Alex realizes that he's only scratching the surface of what it can do. The suspense builds as Alex, joined by his alien friends, learns that the aliens aren't just here to defeat them, they've set their sights on Earth. The alien faction has a plan to destroy Earth, to wipe out humanity once and for all, and Alex's powers are the only thing standing in their way. This revelation hits hard. Alex realizes that this is no longer just about defending his school, it's about saving his entire planet from an alien annihilation. Alex's internal conflict grows stronger as he battles to control his powers. The energy inside him is wild, chaotic, and sometimes uncontrollable. The more he fights to harness it, the more he feels like he's losing himself. What if he can't control it when it matters the most? What if the power inside him is too much for him to handle? The weight of this responsibility is overwhelming, and Alex feels the pressure building within him. The emotional core of the story hits hard when Bonner, Alex's close friend and a brave soldier, is killed in the battle. Bonner's death is a devastating blow to Alex. In that moment, the reality of war hits home. Alex realizes that every decision he makes could mean life or death, not just for him, but for the people he cares about and for the future of humanity. His powers are no longer a gift, they're a responsibility. He has to learn how to wield them wisely, or else the consequences could be catastrophic. Bonner's death is a turning point for Alex. It fuels his determination to not only protect Earth, but to master his powers once and for all. He can't afford to make mistakes. The fate of the world rests on his shoulders, and he knows that he can't back down now. As the alien forces close in, Alex and his friends brace themselves for the final confrontation. The battle for humanity's survival has just begun, and Alex's journey has only just started. With Bonner's sacrifice in mind, he faces the toughest choice of his life. How far will he go to protect everything he loves? And will he be able to control the power within him before it's too late? As the final battle draws near, the tension is palpable. Alex and his alien friends are preparing for the ultimate confrontation against the alien army. The stakes have never been higher. This isn't just a battle for the school anymore, it's a battle for Earth's survival. The aliens are relentless and their army is huge. Alex knows this fight will test every ounce of his strength and he can't afford to fail. But he's not alone. Throughout this journey, Alex has built strong bonds with some of the alien students, particularly Cora, the telekinetic powerhouse. At first, they were enemies, and there was mistrust between them. But now, they've realized that only by working together can they have any chance of victory. Their powers complement each other perfectly. Cora's telekinesis can manipulate objects at will, and Alex's mysterious ancient energy can shape the environment itself. Together, they make a formidable team. The suspense heightens as the alien forces launch an orbital bombardment. Massive alien spaceships rain destruction down on Earth, targeting major cities. The visual of fiery explosions and falling debris fills the sky as Alex and Cora make their way to the battlefield. With every passing second, the tension escalates. Time is running out and they need to act fast. The two of them are now standing side by side, ready to face the army. The intensity of the fight is incredible. The scene transitions into close-quarters combat as the alien forces land on Earth. Alex and Cora's team doesn't hold back. They're fighting with everything they've got. Cora uses her telekinesis to hurl debris and objects at the enemy, while Alex manipulates the environment, turning it into a weapon of mass destruction. Buildings collapse, the ground shakes, and the air is filled with the sound of battle. As the action intensifies, Alex begins to tap into a deeper level of his power. His abilities, which once felt out of control, are now focused and purposeful. The energy flowing within him combines with Cora's powers, creating shockwaves that knock back entire squads of alien soldiers. Their teamwork is unstoppable. They're no longer just fighting for survival, they're fighting for victory. The tide of the battle begins to shift as the aliens realize that their once advanced technology and weaponry are no match for Alex and Cora's combined force. The climactic showdown takes on a new level of intensity when Alex uses his powers to create an energy field around Earth. It's like a shield. His powers are now at their peak, and he's using them to defend his planet from total destruction. The final moments of the battle are fast-paced, full of flying debris, blasts of energy, and laser fire. Alex feels the power coursing through him like never before, and he knows that this is the defining moment. This is what he was meant for. The alien army, once so confident in their superiority, begins to falter. They realize that the humans, especially Alex, are far stronger than they ever anticipated. With one final, explosive move, Alex unleashes a surge of energy that sends the alien forces retreating. The battle is won, but at a heavy cost. The survival of Earth is secure, but the true test of Alex's control over his powers is just beginning. This climactic showdown not only shows Alex's growth as a fighter, but also highlights the deep emotional bond between him and his alien allies. Together they've saved Earth, but now Alex must learn to control the power within him. The victory may be theirs, but the battle for control is far from over. The dust from the final battle is settling, and Alex stands in the aftermath, breathing heavily but with a sense of pride. The world around him is in ruins, but the fight is over. He has learned to control his powers, and now the weight of that control feels different. It's no longer a burden but a gift, one that he can wield for the greater good. Alex's journey has been one of growth, from the ordinary human student who doubted his worth to the powerful force that helped save Earth. But the true payoff of his transformation comes when he realizes that his powers are not just for him, they are for the future of humanity. The world has witnessed his strength, and he has proven to everyone, especially the aliens, that humans are not to be underestimated. Cora and the other alien allies who once viewed humans as weak now stand beside Alex, showing him the respect he deserves. Cora, once his challenger, is now his ally, acknowledging that humanity's power is something to be respected. She says, "We never thought humans could be this powerful. You've shown us what you're truly capable of." Her words carry weight, because Cora, with her advanced telekinetic abilities, knows what true strength looks like. Alex has earned his place among the stars, but the emotional core of the story comes when Alex looks around and realizes that humanity's future is just beginning. For the first time, Alex sees a new dawn on the horizon, not just for himself, but for all of humankind. The old broken world is still recovering, but the possibility of a better future is within reach. Humans have proven themselves as the ultimate underdog. Now they will rebuild and grow stronger, knowing that their survival was earned through their bravery, sacrifice, and the untapped power that Alex unlocked. Alex stands tall, looking at the horizon with a sense of purpose. He knows that the world will never be the same, but that's okay. The battle between good and evil, which had seemed like an impossible fight, is over. Humanity has triumphed. The evil AI supremacy that tried to wipe out humanity is no longer a threat. Alex's journey has transformed him into a symbol of human strength, and in doing so, he has shown that humanity has the power to face any challenge, no matter how daunting. This final moment is the emotional payoff of the entire story. Alex, who was once an uncertain student, is now a hero. But even more than that, he represents the future of humanity, a future filled with endless possibilities. His growth from the underdog to the leader of this new era is a powerful reminder that, sometimes, the greatest strength lies in the most unexpected places. The story concludes with a sense of hope and excitement. Humanity may have faced an overwhelming force, but Alex's rise and victory prove that even the smallest spark of hope can lead to monumental change. This is just the beginning for Alex and humanity, and as the story ends, we know that there are many more adventures ahead.